Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Anwar Jumdi bin Kamaruddin. My metric number A176044. The objective is Objective 1 to study the impact of COVID-19 on the Axiata stock market BS2 joint communication. Objective 2 to investigate the profitability and debt of Axiata company due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Objective 3 to examine the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on Axiata's performance through the investment in 2020. Introduction. TM International BHD TMI was established on the 12th of June 1992 and it is the former name for Axiata Group Berhad. Before it became a listed company, it operated only as the mobile and international arm for Celcom Malaysia BHD. Asia Digital is providing service in mobile money, mobile advertising, e-commerce, entertainment and education. In order to change people's life and help in changes of country, Axiata Group Berhad promised to carry out its business fairly and lawfully in Malaysia and also other countries.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Nawada and I will present for the first issue. Axiata Group Berhad had launched its geographical footprint. They are committed to creating a long-term value for the ecosystem of stakeholders throughout our regional footprint in Asia and South Asia. However, Axiata foreign shareholders were down from 11.1% for the previous year to 10.4% at the end of 2020. The local stock market basically followed a similar pattern because the last year is down from 22.3% at the end of 2020 and the foreign shareholder also fell for 20.7%. As reported on December 31, 2020, Axiata share price fell 9.7% against the Bursa Malaysia, which rose 2.4%. The causes of this issue: first, the impact of COVID-19 on investor and economy in the telecommunication industry. Second, the uncertainty surrounding the Brexit vote. The stock price has collected within 3 years, and the data of the COVID-19 cases were collected in 2020. Table 1 shows a correlation of COVID-19 cases in Malaysia between Axiata and Dow Jones Telecommunication. The result of the correlation analysis between the cases of COVID-19 and the Axiata stock price was negative 0.322795, which is smaller than the significant level. This indicates that the positive cases of COVID-19 have a positive relationship with the stock price of Axiata. The result of the correlation analysis for the Dow Jones Telecommunication stock price is also positive, which is positive 0.038483, smaller than the significant level. This indicates that the positive cases of COVID-19 have a positive relationship with the stock price of Dow Jones Telecommunication. COVID-19 cases in Malaysia contribute 10.38% to the changes in stock price. That's why the stock changes on the graph are not significant. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, Axiata strengthened its business continuity and crisis management plans, which included crisis response protocols such as crisis prevention, identification, responses, and overall stakeholder management. When the cases of COVID-19 decreased, the stock price decreased. It's because people losing jobs and business shutdowns impacted enterprise and postpaid segments. However, Axiata had benefited from it and performed better compared to other companies by providing broadband incentives to businesses and consumers to encourage them to stay at home. Also, enhance security capabilities and improve delivery service for their customers to enable them to work from home.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Ain Syafiqah binti Baharudin. My metric number A174675. Today, I would like to explain about the profitability and debt of Axiata company due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The issue that related on the Celcom Axiata group is early drawdown of USD 3,000 million to refinance bond due in April each up gross debt or EBITDA to 2.64. Correspondingly, cash balance increased to RM 6.01 with the early drawdown gross debt or EBITDA at 2.51 times. 58% of debt are on fixed rate and 52% in local currency. However, in a survey revenue decline of 7.0% YOY impacted by delay in the product launches. Ex-employee restructuring program EBITDA growth of 7.8% due to lower direct costs, significant impact from COVID-19 in 2H March 2020. Next, about causes or roots of the problem. First, causes, risk, and the problem of Axiata Treasury Management Center. Number 2, closely monitoring forex movement and formulating hedging strategy to minimize exposure on foreign loan. Number 3, revisiting investment or funding plans, reviewing product plans, and monitoring outgo dividend policy. Number 4, reviewing business structure to identify business leakage and enhance the business model. And the last one is monitoring gross debt or the level to ensure it's within the set threshold. The next about financial analysis. The table 3 show the headline KPIs guideline for the financial year for 2018, 2019, and 2020. Whilst COVID-19 has a limited impact to Axiata's IQ20 financial result, they are diligently monitoring its ongoing financial and operational impact to their businesses across the region. Given the uncertainty surrounding the depth and direction of this pandemic and the difficulty in predicting the pace of recovery at this point, they are withdrawing their guidance on 2000 headline KPIs. Notwithstanding these uncertainties, Axiata has a further strengthened its liquidity position with the completion of multi-currency Sharia compliant sustainability-linked financing facilities of USD 8,000 on 8th May 2020, which will be utilized for working capital and or refinancing purposes. Their key focus in 2020 is now shift to conserve cash via disciplined cost management and capex efficiency during the crisis, whilst also building a war chest for opportunities in the new norm. Next slide is show the group's borrowing and debt security. Table 4 show the breakdown of the group borrowing and debt security, and Table 5 show the foreign currency borrowing and debt securities in RM equivalent. From the two tables, Table 4 and Table 5, based on the calculation, from Table 4, the higher number of secured in current situation is 2018, which is 667,139. But for non-current in 2020, which is RM 1102723. For the lowest number of a secured in current and non-current situation in 2019. While for the unsecured current situation is it in 2019, which is 7552546 ringgit Malaysia, and for the non-current is in 2020, which is RM 15091,160. And the lowest number of unsecured current is in 2018, which is in RM 4299463 ringgit Malaysia. And for the non-current is it 2019, which is 88,03249 ringgit Malaysia. However, on the table 5, the higher total of a foreign currency and debt security in RM equivalent is in 2020, which is 17,2 16,679 ringgit Malaysia. And the second highest is in 2018, which is 14,456,078 ringgit Malaysia, and the lowest is in 2019, which is in RM 12059,775. That's all from me. Thank you. We'll pass to the next presentation.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Shafina Natasha binti Muhammad Nazri. I will present our third issue. With regards to capital expenditures, CapEx saving, it is important to clarify that Axiata Group Berhad's decision to defer some spending in 2020 was not a result of their cash conservation move, but rather because market conditions were unconducive for investment and due to continuing optimization efforts. Due to COVID-19, Axiata Group Berhad was also affected, especially for its investment, as it is one of the Malaysian multinational telecommunications conglomerates with extensive operations in Asia. Causes: impact of COVID-19 towards investment progress within related countries. Second, government intervention, socio-political, economic, and instability of political and economic. Based on the consolidated statement of comprehensive income above, we can see that the group's financial year 2018 lost about 5 billion ringgit because of its operating revenue lower than its operating costs. However, in 2019, the group started to gain profit around 1.8 billion ringgit, but then in 2020, the profit declined to 600 million ringgit. As we know, the pandemic outbreak not only happened in Malaysia but around the world, causing an economic crisis, especially to some countries that had experienced the lockdown. Here are the revenues and earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation and amortization, EBITDA, for each subsidiary under Axiata Group Berhad. Next, the return on invested capital (ROIC) went up and down between 2018 and 2020. But what's more important is that the ROIC exceeds its weighted average cost of capital (WACC). It shows that the invested capital is being used effectively by the group. When we talk about multinational company, there are a few issues that usually occur, which are political, economic, and social or culture in a certain countries. As for the pandemic, Axiata Group Berhad has to find a way to keep the firm survive within the years and be able to maintain its great performances. Besides, the group needs to do research before making any decision to invest in another country. For example, one of the subsidiaries located in Nepal, they had long-standing dispute with the government of Nepal for demanding the capital gains tax. Thus, the group has to seek to resolve this contravention.
Conclusion. As a conclusion, Axiata Group Berhad is one of the leading company in telecommunication sector within Asia. However, there are still many risk factors that can influence the performance of the company. We can see that there is a negative relationship between size of the company and the performance of the company. This indicates that they not perform well in using their asset. To reduce the risk that faced by company recently, some method is suggested, such as bill the customers immediately, set up the risk management committee, public offering the shares, debt to equity swap, natural hygiene and transactional hygiene. Thank you.